Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, the Invincible E. Vincent. Caesar Scorpio is still away on assignment. He is in fact not anywhere near inside of a well having to rub lotion on his skin so he doesn't get the hose again. That's one thing that's absolutely not happening right now. He will be back. Not sure when, but he'll be back. In the meantime, let's get started with the TNA review. Starting off this week's TNA matches, Eric Bischoff comes out, says he wants to do away with the X Division. Hulk Hogan and Mick Foley are out of town. Apparently he figures like this is his time to strike. The match one, matches that have to do with the X Division are coming later, but match one starts out with the knockouts. They have a 6-person tag match. It's Madison Rayne, Sarita, and Rosita versus Tara, Miss Tessmacher, and also Mickie James. Tara, Miss Tessmacher, and Mickie James get the win from this one. They are the winners after Tara powerbombs Rosita for the pin. Still the static and feuding that's going on between Tara and Madison Rayne now that Tara's been released from her contract. That'll probably lead into the next pay-per-view, but we'll see what happens. Match number 2 is Abyss versus Kazarian. Now, Kazarian was holding the X Division title, and Abyss basically takes it away from him. Abyss wins this one. He fakes a knee injury and lures Kazarian into a black hole slam. So now apparently Abyss is the X Division champion. Moving on, I know that doesn't even make sense when you say it out loud. Abyss, 500 and some odd pounds, X Division champ. Let's move on. Match number 3, Amazing Red versus Samoa Joe. Again, doesn't make sense when you say it out loud. This was an extremely one-sided match. Amazing Red is fast, but he's not that fast. Once Joe got a hold of him, basically muscle busted him into the concrete, and Joe went on to take this one. Samoa Joe, won that one after about a minute. After the bell rings, Samoa Joe continues to kick Amazing Red for no reason, like Samoa Joe is all of a sudden this horrifying bad guy. Ironically, or perhaps appropriately, Amazing Red is rescued by Crimson. So, there you go. Moving on, AJ Styles comes out, goes on and on about Tommy Dreamer, how he understands why Tommy Dreamer is doing what he's doing. Tommy Dreamer says he doesn't understand. It's again smells like Insta beef, but Tommy Dreamer beats him down. It's a whole mess. Don't know where this is going. Not really keen on seeing Tommy Dreamer wrestling again, but whatever. Let's move on. After that, Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett come out. They set up a match for Slammiversary next month. If Jarrett wins, he got Kurt Angle to agree that if he wins, he gets to keep Kurt Angle's gold medal that he won in the Olympics. Now, is this a good deal for Angle? I don't think so. Obviously not. There's nothing really on the table on Jeff Jarrett's side, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but it's apparently a match, so we'll see what happens at Slammiversary. Moving on to match 4, Generation Me, the Buck Brothers versus Matt Hardy and Eric Bischoff. For no good reason, Eric Bischoff feels like it's necessary for him to get in and put the final touches on getting rid of the X Division. Matt Hardy did most of the heavy lifting for this match, but at the very end, Eric Bischoff comes in and gets the pin. Basically, it pretty much sounds the death knell for the X Division. Moving on to match 5, this was a Knockouts handicap match. This was Velvet Sky versus Winter and Angelina Love. No pigeons were let loose at all to the chagrin of Taz, but the Velvet Sky managed to get away with the win after she played possum and pinned Angelina. Now, after the match, out of nowhere, ODB shows up. She kicks Velvet Sky a bunch of times, indicating that she's back. So apparently, we're going to see more of her in the next few weeks. We'll see what happens. Ric Flair also comes out after that match, has words with Robert Roode, says that he's still angry because of the shoulder that got torn during lockdown by Robert Roode. He basically tries to challenge Robert Roode. Robert Roode says that, hey, business is business. Let's put it past us and move forward. Ric Flair's not having it. He goes for it again. Robert Roode puts him in the same arm lock that messed up his shoulder before. Mortal comes out. They all get involved and jump around on Robert Roode and apparently injure his shoulder. So we'll see how this plays going forward. Moving on, after that, all the matches were done, but Sting comes out and basically indicates that he has all the respect for RVD after the match. He respects RVD's skills, and he admits that he barely got past RVD, but he did get past. Out of nowhere, the lights go off. When the lights come back on, it's like there's two Stings in the ring, except for one of the Stings looks like a pre-Crow version of Sting, and it turns out to be Anderson, with the bright colors, the blind high top fade, the whole shot. And he basically drops a Scorpion Death Drop on Sting in his own house. Nobody saw that coming. It's awesome. We'll see what happens once these two get to lock up. I believe it's going to be a Slammiversary, but we'll see what happens if it happens earlier than that. Now, there's not going to be a 3 the hard way this week. I really just have one thing to speak about, and this is something that I think most of you guys probably saw if you watched Monday Night Raw this week. John Cena, hey, how you doing? Listen, the situation that they have here, where John Cena, obviously he's going to be their guy for the immediate future. But this thing where The Miz comes out, he wants to soften him up before they have the pay-per-view, comes out with a lead pipe and whacks John Cena with it, and nothing happens. At this point, I realize I don't even have to watch WrestleMania 28 because I already know John Cena's going to win. If somebody runs up with a lead pipe, whacks a guy, and nothing happens, there's no drama. There's nothing to expect. Obviously, you know, lead pipes don't work on the people from his planet. A long time ago, the people that write the Superman comic books, they realized that they had to come up with a plot device like kryptonite. And the reason for that is, if you absolutely know 100% that no matter what you do, your guy's going to come out on top, there's no drama. There's no reason to watch. Are you listening, WWE? That's all I have to say about that. That's all we have again this week for the TNA review. That's 3 the hard way. Caesar Scorpio will be back at some point. I promise. He's not in the bottom of a well anywhere, rubbing lotion on his skin so that he doesn't get the hose again. I promise he will be back. And until then, and until the next show, take care, have fun, be good, and we'll see you later.